Here we go. Michelle's ready to go. Hit the trail. The Honey Creek Loop Trail. Look at this little rock shelter and the colors. That's really cool right there. And then a little cave thing right there. Maybe Hervé Villachez could fit in there, but it'd be a hard squeeze to get in there. Oh, here's something else. Ooh, neat. It's a nice little rock shelter. Oh, it's kind of cool underneath here, Michelle. Get up here. Yeah, you could feel it. It's getting kind of humid outside. It's made a nice little tunnel canopy for us. We're still following that little creek. Feels a little cooler in here again. All right, little rock house with a waterfall. Might have to dip into that cool water. Yep. I know Michelle is. And the water disappears under the ground. Another layer. Michelle made another truthful conclusion that again, looks like we might be the only ones out here. I need to get some of that cool water. Hell yeah. All right, we've just gone down a few steps, or a few yards down from that waterfall, and then now we've got this to make our way down. Look at Michelle on the ropes. Me next. You got it. There you go. We're climbing down from that little rope thing and down into this. Oh yeah, this is really cool. Watch your step. Nice. I think we're going to stop here and get some pictures. This is really picturesque. What do you think, Michelle?
More water.
Yeah.
Trail so far.
This was another treat on the trail, and I don't even know if we've gone 2 miles yet. You think?
Probably close.
Close to 2 miles, but there's some really cool spots here. It's magic. Hey folks, check this out. There's Michelle making her way up, and look at this. Huge rock overhang. Bam! This is such a huge rock overhang. And again, it's so hard to tell perspective on size unless we had somebody all the way over there. But we're gonna make our way over there. It's just a massive rock overhang. I'm gonna make my way up on some of these rocks here. Michelle's gonna get a shot of me just to give a little size perspective to how massive this rock overhang is. Okay. Can you tell how big this rock shelter is now with Michelle in the video? Looks like our trail goes up there. Another shot of the huge rock overhang. And then there's Michelle. If you can see her. Right there. So I hope that gives you a little size perspective on how huge this rock overhang is. How's the weather up there? Fine. I'm on my way. These rock walls are amazing, aren't they?
Yeah. So cool.
There's a little rock house here. I feel the cool air coming out of there. Some mountain laurel blooms on the ground. Holy cannoli. Let's cut through here. Look who it is. It's Michelle. Another massive overhang. Okay, it's always inevitable. How steep that is. I know it, but we gotta do it. I think this will take us to the Honey Creek overlook. We're gonna take a little breather here before we start scaling this. Here comes Michelle. I barely made it up. But victory is ours. You got it, Michelle. I'm not sure, but I think the Honey Creek overlook might be the halfway mark for us. Let's take a look at this view. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. And take a look at this. Imagine a bunch of water in that. Being in a kayak. You see that? And we've got a great breeze here. The breeze feels so good. I'm hoping the trail takes us down along that water, because Michelle and I had some, We want to get in that water. But there again, there's the view. Awesome. That overlook was just a little loop trail off of this loop trail. So we're back on the main trail, and I think this is going to take us down to the river. Hopefully we can go in for a swim. We made our way down to the river, but there wasn't any spot for us to get to the running water, and the water we had access to is the slow moving, almost stagnant warm water. And Michelle's trying to find some cool water to cool her face with. So we just started heading up the trail and came upon this. I said, Michelle, here's your wet dream. But is it cool?
Yeah,
Freezing cold? I'm gonna have to take a dip in that. Looks good.
Oh, that felt great.
And it's a pretty spot here too.
Totally rejuvenated.
Nothing like a mountain stream to cool off at. Cooling off. We're just taking our time. We're underneath this nice canopy of trees. This right here is actually what we really needed. It's getting hot, but now this trail's going right alongside, crossing over this little creek. So we're surrounded by some cool waters. It's a great trail. This is such a kick-ass trail. Take a look at this. Michelle and I are just in awe of this trail, especially on this way, going along this creek, going upstream. It's like a little enchanted forest. Look at the roots of this tree. How it's just hanging on to this. Look, the trail goes through here. But look, that is awesome. All right, so we gotta go through this. Take you all with me. Okay. I bet people get lost going through there. No, here's some water over here. Michelle wants to get in the water again. Here's another pool. Michelle chose to go up that way. You make it? Yeah. And I'm gonna go through this little squeeze here. There we go.
Hang on.
And then through here. It's a very active trail. The trail's in the creek. Ooh la la. Look at this, folks. I think we're gonna hang out here for a little bit. And check this out. This is probably one of the coolest trails we've ever done. I mean, it really makes you an active participant on this trail. So when you get on this trail, it makes you come alive. The trail comes alive. And you are actively engaged in the whole environment here. That is so cool they made this part of the trail.
This is the coolest trail ever.
Yeah. And look at this.
I mean, it had everything.
Oh, this is neat. I guess this must be the Indian house. And I'm gonna follow the stream. Hopefully I don't slip on these rocks. I'm working my balance. Oh, that cool breeze. Feels good. Look, coming out here. Take a look at this. You get up there. Crazy. That's just huge. There's a rock house over there, and we just left one, and then here's another one. This is going to become one of our heavily recommended trails. There's so much to see on this trail.
It's killer. Just take your time. It's
And then
not easy, but
back there is where the huge
awesome.
rock house was.
so awesome.
Yeah. Look at this, folks. Little shelter here. And then look at this massive one right here. This is crazy how many of these rock overhangs there are. Let's just hope this doesn't collapse when we're walking underneath it, because it looks like a thin layer up there. But this is awesome. There's some cool air in here too. I don't know if y'all can see in there. It goes pretty far back. The ceiling. There's Michelle. And then look, that's the trail. Bam! Hey folks, we made it back to the trailhead, the Honey Creek Loop trailhead. My phone freaking died about 2/3 of the way into the hike. There's so many cool places to see, and I guess I had to video and take a bunch of pictures, and that's what killed my battery. But Michelle, anything you want to say?
That trail was absolutely amazing. It was almost 6 miles. It was very, very hard, but it was so worth it. It was just take your time. If you come out here and do it, take your time. It has every feature you'd ever want on a trail.
This is one of those trails that we will highly recommend because, like Michelle said, it's got everything. It's got little waterfalls. It's got tons of rock houses, rock shelters, huge rock walls. You got the river you go by. You can see creeks. I mean, there's so many cool things to see. Part of the trail was in the creek. What else were we
Several
thinking?
places you could just splash off and cool off
Yeah.
if it's hot.
We did have a chance to cool off in the creeks.
Several times.
I would say if you are a beginner at hiking, I would suggest you go with somebody who can recognize trails, because there's a few times where we felt like we kind of lost the trail, but we're familiar enough to do some recon and track back on the trail again.
Just take your time. Plan on spending all day. We got out here at 11, and it's
About 5 o'clock, 4 o'clock,
So,
4 o'clock,
yeah.
something like that. But
about
this
5
one,
hours.
this one gets the big Bucayu 2 thumbs
man.
up. This is
Awesome.
awesome. Thanks, Paul Priest, for recommending this trail. Paul.